me the story of Jesus. Write on my heart every word.
Technology is a really wonderful thing. I mean, right now from here, I could start my car on my phone, even though it's 10 miles away. It does some really neat stuff for us as long as it's working. How many times have you had your phone lock up on you or your computer freeze up? Something that was working earlier and now all of a sudden it's not doing what you wanted it to do. You call customer support and what's the first thing they tell you to do? They tell you to restart it. They tell you to reboot it. Why does that work? Well, it takes all the processes and the fragments of information that are backed up in there and it clears them out. Essentially, it gives your device a clean slate to start from. And that made me think of a biblical parallel about Martha in the book of Luke. In chapter 10, at verses 38 through 42, we can read about it. It says, "Now it happened as they went that he entered a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. She had a sister called Mary, who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she approached him and said, 'Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Therefore, tell her to help me.' Jesus answered and said to her, 'Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen that good part, which will not be taken away from her.'" You see, Martha was like that clogged up device. She had a lot of things distracting her, a lot of things that were drawing her away from the more important thing. It's understandable in her circumstance. She was hosting Jesus, the Messiah, in her home. So like the rest of us, we would be worried about the table being set nicely, the food is prepared on time, and everything's comfortable for him. But he didn't need all that, and Martha didn't need all that either. She needed to reboot. She needed to get those distractions out of her mind and focus on what was more important. The Messiah was in her home. She had an opportunity to talk to him, to speak with him. So in our lives, how often do we get distracted with all the clutter that's in our minds, all the things that cause us to lose focus on our relationship with Jesus, when really that's the thing that's most important? So that's my challenge to you and to myself this week, is to try and step away from those things, to evaluate the things that are in our lives that distract us from our relationship with Christ, to reboot, refocus, and recommit to Him.
On behalf of the Somerset congregation, we'd like to invite you to come visit with us at the Somerset Church of Christ, located at 314 North Market Street. We have Sunday morning Bible study at 9:45, worship at 10:30. We also have a worship at 6 o'clock on Sunday evening. On midweek at Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we have a midweek Bible study. So we encourage you, certainly invite you. Hopefully you find a warm welcome here at the Somerset Church of Christ, 314 North Market Street.
Tell me the story most precious, sweetest that ever was heard.